What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about Apple stock because some crazy news just came out for them, and they are literally making all-time highs right now today. Let's take a look at the chart. You can see they are exploding upwards today on this great news, well, really great rumor that came out for them. And if you look at the longer time horizon, you can see all-time highs are being made today over the past. They have never been this high before. They've just been shooting up lately in general, but today, they're making all-time highs once again, and this could be the beginning of another big rally because this news is very impressive for any company, especially Apple, right? The biggest phone manufacturer in the world. So let's talk about what happened for Apple and why they're shooting up and where they might be going in the future because of this. So the news that came out was essentially an iPhone 13 leak, right? People had heard of the iPhone 13 and they knew that we were going to get some announcements about it in the future. However, a leak just came out that said that Apple might be releasing this phone with satellite technology that allows you to make calls and send texts without even having a data connection or a cell signal, right? You can just send the calls and texts over some kind of new satellite connectivity that they're going to include a chip for, the Qualcomm X60. And this is really great news for Apple. Now, there is some other news about other stocks that are involved with this, right? The company that's most likely going to be cooperating with them is Globalstar, which is a company that we have talked about before, ticker symbol GSAT, GSAT, and that stock is actually up huge today, and I'm very lucky that I have been holding some of it. Now, Apple is going to be making an announcement in a couple of weeks, right? It's expected to come sometime halfway through September. They're going to do a virtual event, and they're expecting to start shipping the iPhone 13 by the end of the month. Now, this is great news for Apple because whenever they have a new phone launch, that's actually a huge time for them when they can collect a ton of revenue because a lot of people are huge Apple fanatics, and as soon as a new phone comes out, they want the newest one, and they buy it right off the bat. So it's a massive source of revenue for Apple, right? Right when they release the phone, tons of money, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars are coming in for them on launch day, and over the coming months, it continues. So where could Apple's price be going in the future, and when? Well, if we look at about the 30-day chart, we can let's zoom it out to 90 days. We can see probably sometime around here, halfway through September, they're going to have this event. Now, I expect this event will continue to launch them upwards because these are just the rumors that are coming out, right? They're just rumors that this phone will have satellite connectivity. That might not be enough for some people to actually pull the trigger on Apple and buy some additional stock with them for. However, when that actual news comes out, which I expect it will, right? I expect that they probably will include this feature in the iPhone 13. It's been a while since phones in general have had new features that have really changed the game and shook things up. This will be massive news throughout the internet because everyone has been complaining about how phones are the same every generation and they don't get any better. And this is finally going to change that. Apple's finally doing something about that. They're including an actual new useful feature. So that is very nice to see and hear. And I'm sure the event will have some other, exciting news. It won't just be the satellite connectivity. I'm sure that there will be some other things that they're including in the iPhone 13 that will get people very excited, as they usually do. I'm sure the cameras will get better and all that. So around halfway through September is when I expect to see some more upwards movement for Apple. I do think that we could continue this rally, though, all the way until then and, continue through that, perhaps even to the end of the month. You see, over the past, if we look, Apple has oftentimes moved in predictable, somewhat not predictable, but just very similar patterns when you look at it, right? They have these little zones where they consolidate for periods of time. And they also, in addition to these zones, often have periods where they move up quite a bit right here. So they're either shooting up or down, or they're in a little consolidation zone. You can see another shoot up right here, another shoot up right here. And we could very well be entering another phase of their shoot up. If you actually look, Apple is not a crazily overvalued company, right? They have a $2.5 trillion market cap, which sounds like a ton. However, their PE ratio is only 29. And that is, it's higher than some companies, but Apple is one of the largest companies in the world, if not the largest at this point. It might be them or Microsoft, but they are a very strong grower, and they've had around a 30 PE for a very long time. So if they're actually increasing their revenue and their profit margins with the iPhone 13, that could justify an even higher stock price. And, Apple's a very reliable stock. Over the long term, they've done very well. If you look at the 5-year chart, 5 years ago, this thing was $25. Now it's $151. So this is a very reliable stock over the long term. You can see we've been doing very well. And I do expect that to continue. I don't think that Apple's going to start sucking all of a sudden and we'll be losing money. I think that Apple is always a fairly safe investment as long as people are interested in phones. They're constantly expanding their reach and entering new markets. And a lot of people, as the world develops and more technology is accessible to more people in different countries, are going to be wanting iPhones because the iPhone is the first real great phone that everyone wanted. It was the first touchscreen and it really impressed a lot of people. So I expect that Apple will continue doing well, especially throughout the month of September. I think that they'll probably continue doing well until the event halfway through when they reveal the iPhone 13. I think that the actual launch and shipment of the first iPhone 13s at the end of the month will be a very important highlight for them, and I think people will be excited about that. That will continue to shoot up the stock price is my expectation. So we could really be on a big bull run for Apple for the foreseeable future. I think that at least the next month will probably. I mean, it'll probably just be good news for them. I don't see any negative catalysts coming out Apple-wise. So I am very bullish on Apple over the next month. And that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I tried to keep them short, sweet, and simple. Then feel free to like the video and subscribe if you want. No pressure. But if you would like to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.